Hello and welcome to another Weekend Warriors. Right, this is Midshipman Slack here, and boy, have we got a special one for you today. This is me playing in the North Carolina, but there's somebody else who I'd like to introduce to you. It's Avanlanc, in that Lo Yang, who is up ahead, who has told us we will win this if we can support him at A and B. And there you are, you can just see me disappear off in the background there. It's very odd seeing myself in the third person when actually part of the game. So he's coming up on A and B cap now, and his plan is to get as close to this island as possible, use his hydro to then spot targets for us back there to shoot at. It's a tough strategy, it's a bold strategy too, and does require us to do our part. And that we do. We are coming up on the cap now. I've now detected. I actually tell him in chat that I am detected, but I hold my fire against that turpits. There's no need for me to shoot it. That's not the priority target. At that moment, he uses his hydro, and we can now finally see, there you have it, that destroyer. Now that is the priority target. He calls out the fire, and we all open up. Sadly, we're battleships here, so we do not have the rate fire per minute to actually really lay down some fire, but I do peg him, and he's just pulled a Notzer on the corner there, and I'm sure that's a cruiser spamming some HE at us. But all the fire is coming at us, and they're ignoring Avanlanc in the destroyer. He's quite merrily minding his own business, hiding behind that island. So what is he going to do now? He's spotted those targets, hydro is up, we're still pummeling that destroyer, trying to nail him, because that is the one danger to Avanlanc. But because we are shooting at him, he's now pulling away, allowing Avanlanc to make his move, which is slowly come around this corner, this headland, get the torpedoes out. There's lots of juicy battleships there, cruisers, and lots of other niceties who would love to chew on those torps. Both sets out, and he ducks back behind the island, whilst we in the battleships are still pummeling and taking the fire of that enemy around that headland. You can see how lucky is he going to be. He's got to hit something, surely. 1, 2, 3. Come on, 5, 6, 7, and every single one of them cause a flood. Fantastic. The enemy know he's here, they send their planes up, but I am now a lot closer and can provide him with some support. So I'm coming around the back of this headland now. You can see Avanlanc ahead of us. And there's one thing that the NC or North Carolina is very good at, is anti-air. And I expect this baby out for anti-air. So I will try and shoot down as many of these planes as possible. They'll only be single spotters, and there you have it. Now that means that now Avanlanc is gone unspotted, so he's managed to get in there, do a lot of damage, and now he is hidden. We're both actually hidden now, and also for other good news, the rest of our team have captured C Point by supporting their destroyer. This is great news. We're in a really strong position at this moment. Now as I round this island, I know there's a whole bunch of battleships and ships that are lying between A and B cap to really give me an absolute pasting against the side armour. And yep, now I've been detected. And sure enough, there you are, there's a North Carolina. Now I want to bait this guy. I want him to come after me. I want him to actually shoot at me. Because if he comes down that narrow channel, Avanlanc will have an absolute prime opportunity. And there you are, shoot at him to torpedo this guy. And sure enough, that North Carolina has taken a bait and he's pushing this corner. Let's see what Avanlanc can do with this prime opportunity. He's coming round, he's coming round. Oh yes. That is one flat side, and sure enough, the North Carolina shoots at me. So how many is he going to get this time? 4. Just 4. But he waits, he holds off. He's got nerves of steel. To then finally do the cleaning blow. Such a clinical execution of a tactic there. And he, sure enough, he's now pulling back to keep himself covered back behind the island. But now, because he didn't spot anybody, he sets his hydro up. Nothing gets spotted. He knows there's nobody in range. And I'm covering his rear, so he's actually going to go for the cap now. For both caps. And it's just some brilliant gameplay here. We've worked together, knowingly or unknowingly, to actually really execute his original plan, cap A and B, and we will win. And so far, we now have 3 caps. The enemy are unlikely to take this one. The enemy are very far away from C cap. So it's pretty much in the bag. And he was right. So it's amazing what happens when you do have a little bit of teamwork. And if you throw your battleship into the fray. Oh, talk about battleship hits. That's a beauty of a Citadel strike there. That's not going to buff out in the wash, is it? Here we go. It's coming around. Both sets captured now. He's going to zip through in protection. He calls out any priority target comes across. That's a Khrushchev, which I had a little bit of a battle with. And he lines up his torpedoes, fires them off to just protect his advance through this narrow gap. He wants more, so he turns around to have another pass. And those original torpedoes are looking rather tasty at the moment. And sure enough, he gets another kill with another torpedo hit. Your luck, my friend, has been absolutely superb all game. It's been absolutely excellent. And what's really nice is that when he's coming back into this cap, he is still being supported by a number of battleships. So he's starting to push in there, and he's supported by the Bismarck. And I'm actually quite late to the party here, but he spots the target. You'll go for him to try and sink that destroyer. Come on, I've got to get some luck today, and typically another over penetration. Let's see if Avanlanc has a better job of it. Oh, they're looking tasty. You jammy sod. Eurobeats galore as well in this game. You have had a hell of a game, my friend. Come on, let's see if we can actually sink this guy. Come on. Ah, there's his high caliber. Brilliant, and well deserved too. Still after the destroyer who smoked up and protecting himself and his friends there. But our wonderful friend is on a bit of a roll at 124k damage here. Do you think he could get some more? I don't know. We're supporting him in the cap, so he's definitely supported in this charge down the central column. And that's what these battleships are there for. We're supposed to put our bodies on the line, use our hit pool to actually defend positions and support crazy destroyer players like this. He's rounding the edge of the island. He knows there's 2 battleships there. There's definitely at least 2, possibly even more enemy ships around here. So how can he do? He's rounding it, and there's one. There's the second. They open up. They know he's coming this time. Will he be as lucky as last time? Let's see. He turns his ships. They all open up, and sadly, they get him in the end. However, the damage was done, and the battle was won. Fantastic result there, and some excellent plays by the team, who really did carry me to the bottom. But thank you for allowing me to do a YouTube video. Thank you for sending in. I hope I did it justice, and I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.